Hey, this is Shaun from Burly Brand. Today we're going to install a set of fork spring preload adjusters on a late model Sportster. Available for many 39 and 49 Harley forks in either a satin or black, the Burly preload adjusters allow you to fine-tune the front suspension for your weight and riding style. Install requires a lift, a few basic tools, and should take less than an hour. The adjusters replace the factory fork caps, so we'll need to remove them to gain access. Lay a blanket over the tank to protect the paint. I like to loosen up the triple trees and the fork caps while the bike is still on the stand. But it's important to not take the fork caps off because the fork springs are still causing a lot of pressure. So just get them loose. Place a lift under the front of the bike and unweight the wheel to reduce spring tension on the caps. Now we're ready to pull the stock caps off and replace them with the preload adjusters. Even with the wheel raised up, there's still a lot of pressure from the fork cap, so it's best to use two hands when you remove them. Before installing the preload adjuster, it needs to be rotated to its shortest length. The kit includes a plastic tool that protects the finish of the adjusters during installation. Drop the included washer on top of your factory spacer and thread the provided Burly preload adjuster. Tighten your fork cap to factory specs. Retighten your triple tree clamp with pinch bolts and repeat for the other side. Handlebars can go back on as well. Lower the bike back on the ground, and now we're ready to tune your front suspension. The Burly Brand preload fork adjusters allow up to 20 millimeters or 3/4 of an inch of adjustment. That might sound like a lot, but even a portion of that can make a big difference in ride quality. Additional preload can firm up the front end, help bottoming, and improve cornering control. But like most suspension settings, it depends on rider weight and riding style. Fork spring adjusters can be used in instances where there is enough spring space to avoid coil bind. Take a close look at the instructions to determine the appropriate setup for your bike. The Burly fork spring preload adjusters have a total of 11.5 turns before achieving maximum movement. Let's start by giving both adjusters 2 full turns and then taking it for a ride. If the fork still feels soft, you can add preload until the ride is where you like it. That's a wrap. In under an hour with basic tools, you set up your front suspension to ride and handle better. Visit burlybrand.com for more info. See you on the road.